here in my bathroom right now. It's a new angle. Usually I'm behind my desk. Today's gonna be a different type of vlog. I'm going to Tokyo tonight. I just came out of the shower. It is like 9 a.m. right now. I slept for like 5 hours, maybe. My little sister had her prom, so I stayed up to like watch that. And then I went right back to sleep afterwards. So yeah, I didn't really get a lot of sleep, but I don't really mind that because I'm going to Tokyo by night bus. My first time. It's gonna be an 8-hour night bus. I am planning to sleep throughout the majority of it. I have to deep clean my room as much as I can with the tools that I have. When I moved in here, the dorm said like, yeah, we have deep cleaned all the rooms. They have not been deep cleaned. They've been like dusted and vacuumed, but it has not been deep cleaned at all. It's kind of disgusting. And I feel like this is a little bit of a buildup of all the people that lived here, if you get what I mean. My dorms are kind of sketchy. But you know what? It's giving me a roof over my head and a solo space to roam around in. And I only have to stay here for 4 months. So I want to try to clean up as much as I can. Do some last minute laundry. I have a load of laundry going right now. The bus leaves at 9 and I will arrive tomorrow morning at 6:55. Yeah, I'm very excited. It's gonna be my little solo trip of this whole exchange. I'm a little nervous about it because I've been traveling with my friends so much since I've been here. Every month we've gone on a trip to another city, and this time it's going to be one of my 2 solo trips because I'm also going to Osaka at the end of the month. Let me put on my glasses because I cannot see you. I was thinking about wearing my lenses today, but if I'm going to be sitting in a bus tonight, I don't want to take off my lenses, you know? Yeah, oh my god, I'm going to Tokyo. Maybe not the best lighting, but I don't want to move. I'm just finishing up eating my breakfast before I head on and do the deep clean. I'm a little emotional. I haven't really had the feeling of like strong homesickness and loneliness, but like this week, they've been feeling it. I've just been missing my people at home, you know. My family, my chosen family. Like yesterday was my sister's prom. Like they FaceTimed me. The quality of my internet is really shitty, so I didn't get to see it properly. And right now I'm looking through the photos that they send in the group chat, and yeah, I just saw like a picture of my sister and my other sister, and I missed that. My little brother, my youngest brother, was the one who drove her, and he also looked so good. And it's just seeing like, you know, all my youngest like grow up and just be like, they're not my babies anymore. They will always be my babies, but like they're not my babies anymore. And yeah, I've just been feeling the feels real hard today. I think it's also like, I know I'm alone right now because all my friends, they went to Tokyo a day ahead, and my other friend is in Osaka. It's been a little, you know, sabishi. But I'm gonna be okay. I have 2 more months to go. And of course I'm gonna miss, you know, Japan. But Japan doesn't have my family or my chosen family. And home truly is where your people are at, right? It's been working a bit on my itinerary. Well, I was thinking about doing dance classes, but I don't know, to sign up for the classes is just too much of a hassle for me. And they don't really have classes where I'm like, oh, I want to follow this, you know. Want to see my yote? I think I spoke about it a little bit in the bathroom, but I have a big cleanup to do. I want to clean up my kitchen, my toilet, and my sleeping area. I just want to scrub some shit. I want to clean my toilet. I need to fucking vacuum the shit out of my room because Lord knows that's the one thing that I've just been procrastinating on. Vacuum is one of the things I really dislike doing. I also need to pack. I haven't done that. I need to pack. What do I need to pack? I'm gonna quickly write down a little packing list. Okay, it is time to pack. I've did all my major tasks. Did it pretty quickly. I did it all in like what, 2 hours? 2.5 hours? What time is it? Yeah, 2.5 hours. So now it's time to pack all my essentials. Let's pack up my clothes first. Going to pack an extra pair of shoes. These are inside shoes, allegedly. But just in case I take dance classes, I'll just pack an extra pair. I want to pack some jeans and jorts, some underclothing. Let's see if I can just put you in here. Dekiru kana? Dekiru, dekiru. Socks, my body lotion, very important. Skincare, mouth care, hair care, sunscreen, very important. My camera stuff, other stuff. Yeah, sure. Okay, I'm gonna properly pack now. It is now 4:15. I have, I think, an hour before I have my appointment online. My hand is a little dry. I had lunch at the Famimato, of course, Fami Chicken. And they have pride colors now for the Fami Chicken packaging. I thought it was really cute. Look, my chicken is gay. Love that for them. Now, I'm doing like the cursed activity of waxing my armpits. My wax machine has been going for a while. Let me pick up some wax. We're gonna do this together. Now, I've been doing at-home waxing for 6 months because going to my esthetician every month was getting a little expensive. So I just decided I'm gonna try to do it home. I always do Brazilian because I like to hurt. And then one day I was like, let me try my armpits. And that one day was like 2 months ago. I was kind of afraid of doing my armpits because I've seen all the videos and people are like, oh, this hurts so much. Or like they're stressing themselves out and it's funny, hee hee ha ha. So I was like, maybe it's even more painful than like my labia strip. If you know, you know. But I tried it and it wasn't that bad. It's just a little uncomfortable, but like waxing yourself is uncomfortable. Who else watches the waxing queen on TikTok? I love her videos. Especially when she does like the, oh, I shaved 3 days ago. Can you wax my armpits challenges and shit like that. I really like those. Here we go. Oh, that actually took. That was an experience, right? Look at my bits. For free. For free. So I don't know if you can even hear me. I'm a fucking boat. It's actually a couple's boat, but I was like, I want to do this alone because I'm alone and it's gonna be a fun time and I'm having a fun time. Look at me in my fucking boat. Ugh, this is heavy though. I'm in Tokyo. We've made it. We survived. Did we thrive? A little. How did my trip go? I went with the bus. Slept throughout the majority of the bus. So last year I just suddenly got like travel sickness. This year I didn't really have a lot of issues with it. So I figured, oh, let me just try and not take any medication before I go on the bus.
Literally 30 minutes in, I was nauseous. So I popped a pill, slept throughout the entire bus trip. That was really nice. Arrived at Tokyo Station, didn't know where the fuck I was because it was like at a parking lot and I needed to find my way in Tokyo Station. It took me an hour. And then when I was in Tokyo Station, I was like, where do I want to go? What do I want to do? Because I had a reservation to go to the Tarot Museum at 10, but it was like 7. Wait, it was 8 when I arrived. So what I did was put away my suitcase and all the extra stuff that I didn't really need to carry because I was so fucking hot. It's so hot and moist here. I'm happy. I'm happy about that because I was cold, but that was kind of like a shock to the system because I hadn't really acclimated and I was dressed up really warmly. Put my suitcase away and then just was like, you know what, I am too stressed. I want to walk around Tokyo Station, but a lot of things were still closed, so I decided to go to Asakusa, get myself some breakfast at like Tully's. And then I made my way to the Tarot Museum. I spent there like an hour and a half. It was really nice. Just getting to look through collections and shit. And I pulled some cards. And then I went to the Tarot Cafe because they also have a cafe. And you get like a tarot card as well when you order. So I pulled the High Priestess. And now I'm here in my little Airbnb because I didn't want to go into a capsule hotel. I really wanted to have a space of my own. And I found this really cheap Airbnb. It's very small, very nice for a solo traveler. You know, I actually wanted to film my way here as well, but I just find that it's so busy here in Tokyo that it's not really, I don't know how people do it, like vlogging themselves on the streets when it's so busy. I get like really overstimulated by doing that, or like just really overwhelmed by filming and navigating my way throughout the streets, you know? You know, for the past few months, I've been so used to doing everything with everyone. Not just like here in Japan, but also before I went to Japan, I was with a lot of my family all the time. I was with my best friend all the time. I was with my chosen family all the time, or like a lot. I was just up and busy and socializing and not really going out on my own. So this is the first time this year that I'm actually taking a few days where I'm like navigating a whole trip by myself. I'm trying to get used to it, and I like the freedom that it gives me. I can just go and stand and be wherever I want. But there is like the company maybe that I miss, you know. But I'll get over it. I'll get over it.
Like that. Good morning. I just woke up. I slept well, thankfully. So I'm happy about that. I'm getting myself ready to go about my day. Very much looking forward to today. I have no idea what I want to do actually. I have like an itinerary, but now the day itself, I'm like, do I really want to do that? I'm very indecisive. Wait, where's my eyebrow pencil? Where is my eyebrow pencil? Here is my eyebrow pencil and my deodorant. I'm a little nervous for tonight because I am gonna try and go out clubbing on my own. Last night I went out on my own. I decided to go and explore Shinjuku at night. So I just walked around, went to see Godzilla, like the statue, not the movie. And that also means like walking through Kabukicho, which Kabukicho is crazy. Kabukicho truly is one of a kind. I don't think you will see me walking down Kabukicho anytime soon, to be honest. I wanted to go to this lesbian bar, but then the moment I stood in front of the lesbian, well, no, I went to the gay district because like lesbian bar is in a gay district, and I stood there and I just felt so out of place and so uncomfortable with myself, not with the place, with myself. And so I decided, okay, let me see if there's another bar, because I wasn't sure if I had the guts to go, into the bar that I actually wanted to go in. So I went to this other bar, a lot of foreigners, and I sit there and I had a drink, and then I was like, you know what? Maybe this is not something that I like to do on my own. Maybe the first time, or maybe the second time I'm gonna do this, I should go with people and go with friends. And so I went back, not to the hotel. I actually went to go and do solo karaoke, which was hands down the most fun thing I've did in a long while. It was so much fun. I stayed there for like 2.5 hours. I had the best time just sitting there in this little recording studio booth, singing my heart out, as one does. And I had an amazing end of my day. But because that happened yesterday with the bar hopping, I'm kind of nervous about tonight, because I am gonna go clubbing. I'm gonna go clubbing on my own. I'm just a little nervous for it. Like, what if, same thing happens, I feel uncomfortable, and then I don't get to experience, what I really wanted to experience, which was to cypher in a club. Literally, that's the only reason I'm going. But then for now, what I want to do for the rest of the day, I don't know.
Currently in Yoyogi Koen, and I'm walking the Meiji Jingu Gyoen because I thought that was interesting. Fishies! It's currently Tokyo Pride right now. A lot of people walking in the park. I just came from Tokyo Pride. I wanted to go, maybe I'll go later, but it's like really busy right now. And I don't know if I'm really up for that. I like the quiet nature, you know what I mean? Look at the fucking pond. You cannot wait. Wow. I'm sorry girl, but I paid entrance too. So I'm gonna walk past you even if you have to make photos. お釣り台、明治時代にスマーシマーのスマーシマーにより蹴られスマーシマーシマーにはドキドキAnyways, this is my first about town vlog. I think it's busy, but it's calm enough that I'm able to do this without feeling secondhand embarrassment. I hope you can hear me. I forgot my mic. This is really nice after a whole night of clubbing. I just put my hand in some water. It's really nice actually. It's like this natural pond. Long as line, but you know what? It was cool. Apparently that well is there since the Edo Jidai, which is like, it's an old ass well. So I washed my hands in some old ass water. Oh, that doesn't make sense. That would be dangerous. It's streaming water. It's fresh water, don't worry. It's not still water. That would be crazy. I had a great time yesterday at the club though. I didn't think I would stay the entire night. I did. Train, tram. Oh my god, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? That is so fucking huge. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, that genuinely scared the shit out of me. I think it was a hornet. That was crazy. Konnichiwa. That was cursed, wasn't it? Me saying that way. I kind of crashed out a little. I walked throughout one part of Yoyogi Koen, and then I went to the other part of Yoyogi Koen where you can picnic and shit. It was really cute. Didn't really film because I felt my mood just kind of drop. I got myself some new shirts because summer is coming and I do need like new shirts. So I got myself some little shirts from the Gu. I'm like in my little shirt era, you know what I mean? And I bought this one because, you know, Kanazawa gets cold as fuck. And I have this in black, but I wanted this in white too because I also have like a white pair of pants and I think this will pair really nicely with that. And that was 25 euros. 25, 26, 27. Kamoshire nai. I was so done with everything, with just like being in the city. Tokyo is very overwhelming. So I came home and I got myself, this is hot. My Coke is hot. I got myself some kebab. Now I've been here in Japan for like 2 months. I have wild cravings for like kebab. I don't know if you have this anywhere else, but we have something called kapsalon in the Netherlands. If you've ever had that, you know. So I got myself something. I have a mix with beef and with chicken. And I got myself a big ass strong zero because I want to be buzzed tonight while I clean up the room a bit so that tomorrow I can sleep in the most, pack my shit, and then figure the fuck out what I'm gonna do. Alright, so this is some mukbang, baby. You want me to talk about last night? Let's talk about Harlem, baby. Oh, I've been thinking about Harlem all day. That club was so much fun. Oh! Look, this is a bit, this is very like kapsalon mitai, but kapsalon is this is in a sandwich. Kapsalon is in like a foil tin. Yeah, I went to Club Harlem yesterday. It was fucking phenomenal. Well, first actually I went into Atom because I took the wrong entrance. Okay, okay, leave me alone. I went into Club Atom, went in, met this girl. We did 2 habush shots. Habush is kind of nice actually. Work a witch for that. That Okinawan liquor. It was good. It's very good. So we did like 2 shots of that, and then I was like, hey, I don't like the music here. I'm gonna go to Club Harlem. So I went to Club Harlem and I was just living my life there. Oh, I am not someone who likes to party a lot. I haven't been partying in like 10 years. This was my first time actually willingly going into club in like 10 years. I've been to clubs because I had to go dance. That's different. That was my job. But like to willingly go into the club just to party, it's been 10 years and this was my first time going solo. And let me tell you, I had the best time of my life. It was so much fun. Club Harlem has amazing music. Love me some good hip-hop music. I did have like some interesting interactions with some men. They were trying to hit on me, right? But I'm just here to vibe. And I would not hear them actually because the music is loud and they were trying to talk to me while I'm out here dancing. First of all, man, y'all need to shut the fuck up in the club. Unless I'm like near the lockers, like kind of chilling, or like on the stairway kind of chilling. That's a different type of setting. Then you may approach. But do not approach me when I'm in the fucking club enjoying the fucking music on the fucking dance floor. Do not approach me. I do not hear you. I cannot hear you. And also, you're ruining my fucking vibe. But what else do we expect from men? There's bussin'. Oh, I missed this. I'm gonna show my friend a picture. Listen, Japanese men are really funny. To me, they're really funny. You see the foreign guys who are just like more used to like coming up to like people who are good looking and they're like, hey, what's up? With Japanese men, it's like they see you, they kind of stare, and then they just like look away. But then they will keep staring at you throughout the night. But they just won't make any attempts. Or when they make attempts, they're just like, they don't know how to approach you. There are a few examples. It was very funny. You know, I was walking down the stairwell because there are like 2 rooms. So I went from the upper room to the lower room. Alright, so I was in the stairwell and I walked down. And then like these two Japanese guys came up. And they were already like, they saw me. They were looking at me. I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna walk. I'm used to being stared at in no matter what the context because I look a little different. I have a very alternative look, you know what I mean? Suddenly, this guy just like, we walked past each other and like this tall guy was like this to me. And I looked at him, I was like, okay. So I just fist bumped him back. Then I walked straight ahead and his other friend was like, hey, hey, hey. And then he also wanted to fist bump. And then we kind of stood awkwardly, kind of staring at each other before they walked off. Then there was another case where I was in a stairwell. Everything happens in a stairwell, apparently. Where I was just kind of standing, I was kind of checking my phone. And then like these guys kind of came up and they saw me and they were like, hey! And I was like, huh? And we stared at each other for a very long time, and I was like, is something gonna happen? Before they were like, never mind, and then they walked up. You see, their attempts are very clumsy because they think I cannot speak Japanese, which is fair, which is very fair. Not that I would make an attempt because I'm there for me. And then there was this one incident. I keep replaying this in my head because it was so strange and so fucking funny. I was standing in the line to get a drink. It was a really long line. I was standing like behind these two Japanese guys. They were standing in front of me. They would like make attempts like either come closer or like turn around and kind of look like inconspicuously, but also like standing behind you, do it, I can see you. At one point, one of the guys was kind of getting a lot in my space, and I've had that a few times before where like, you know, it's a club, so sometimes people just get in your space. So what I do, I just put my hands on your lower back and I just push you like gently, like kind of out of mine. And that's what I did with this guy, with him. So pushed him gently out of my space for him to this is crazy. He like reached behind, grabbed my hands, and then put it around his waist, and then started grinding up on me. I was so stressed out. I was like, yeah, I was like trying to pull myself away, but he didn't let go. And also, mind you, he didn't turn around once. He knew. You see, it's very awkward. It was also very funny. That was such a weird interaction. This is the strangest thing I've ever experienced. Who's this? Listen, I'm on Bumble, right? We listen and don't judge, but I'm on Bumble. I've been drinking since I've been in Tokyo, and that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so I was maybe a little tipsy. And I wrote in my description, I was like, if you can do a windmill, I'll probably fall in love with you. There is this guy I'm talking to, and he just texted me, and he was like, hey, I can do 2 windmills. I love it. Okay, enough. Good morning. It's my last day in Tokyo. Tonight I'm leaving with the bus, the night bus. Oh, can you? Thank you. And so today I'm gonna go and spend time doing whatever I feel like I want to do. I don't really have a plan. Right now I'm currently walking towards Tokyo Tower. So we're gonna do that. Maybe visit Chiba Park and Sosonji, a temple near. And we'll see where we're gonna end up. Made my way to Ueno Park. I'm so tired. I just want to go home. But I have a few more hours to go, and honestly, I'm not really liking Tokyo like this. I think I just want to go home to Kanazawa and just like be in my own space, or at least have like a space where I can return to and just like relax. I'm just kind of wondering right now until my bus leaves at like, what, 10 minutes before 10 at night. So yeah. Well, friends, we made it home. I arrived at 7:50 at Kanazawa Eki. I slept throughout the entire bus ride. And I was wearing like these pair of compression socks, but I don't think they were very tight enough because my feet are so swollen right now. I have like my grandma's feet right now. They're so swollen, but it may also be just like the impact maybe of walking so much in Tokyo and doing so much in Tokyo and not really resting. I am exhausted. Even though I slept in the bus, it's still different. It's still different, but I'm still up. It is currently 9:50, so I've been in Kanazawa for 2 hours now. Took the bus, went straight home, unpacked my shit, put everything back in its place, and I'm now doing a load of laundry. I'm not someone that likes to like sit and let my stuff wait before I unpack. I like to unpack everything immediately. It helps me kind of get a peace of mind. And for breakfast, I bought like handmade onigiri at the station, and I also made some tea for myself. So I'm just gonna enjoy spending my time drinking some tea and eating my breakfast. Tokyo was phenomenal. The last day was a little rough, like yesterday was a little rough because there was like such a huge long time between checkout and my bus leaving, because my bus would leave at like 10 minutes before 10 p.m. and I had to check out at 11 a.m. So that was a very long time to kind of wander around and figure out what to do. So yeah, I don't really have a lot on the planning today. I am going to practice tonight. I'm in a dance club. We have open practices like 3 times a week. You don't have to go to every practice, or you don't have to go at all if you don't want to. No, we have a battle. Oh no, shit. We have a battle next week. We have a battle next week. I have not anticipated that at all, actually. I thought it was going to take me 2 weeks. Okay. We have a battle next week. It's a 2 versus 2 battle. So a kohai had to ask a senpai to be their partner and then sign up for the battle. I'm participating. I haven't seen like the person I asked. We haven't really spoken about like what we're going to do. Because I think it's customary to make tags, but we haven't really seen each other, or we haven't really spoken to each other as either. And I think we also need to make a team name. Listen. I have no idea what the fuck's going on at any given time, and it shows. Oh no, I also have a deadline next week, don't I? I have a lot to do, actually. Okay. Well, let's have some reflections. I am pleasantly surprised with my experience in Tokyo, in the sense that it was more than just, oh, this is fucking fun. I learned a lot about myself. Relearned a lot about myself. Like, for example, my very first time when I went on a solo trip was to South Korea. And I remember being so depressed during that time. I wasn't able to enjoy things. I wasn't able to really live in the moment, or to look at the possibilities and the small things that could make an entire day, right? I wasn't able to do that at that time because of my depression. One of the things that I really set the intention for from that point onwards was like, if I ever go outside of the country again, I don't want to be like that anymore. I don't want to look at the glass half empty when I am doing something that little me has dreamed about for so long, you know what I mean? And that was the intention that I set, especially coming to here as an exchange student. I was like, I don't give a fuck how delusional or how crazy I have to look like to myself or to others, but I need to put my best foot forward into doing what I can which usually start with the mindset, right? To appreciate what is happening around me and to see possibilities instead of challenges, or to see roadblocks at every turn, you know. In Dutch we say beren op de weg zien. Seeing bears on the road even though there aren't any bears, you know. Which is funny because I'm in a mountain and there is a bear actually here in the mountain. So I am just very grateful that I got to experience Tokyo on my own. I was a little afraid because this time I was without my friends. I was a little afraid, and still I was able to experience Tokyo on my own and having the best time ever, staying in the moment. And yes, yesterday was a little rough and I didn't really, you know, I was like, ugh, I'm tired and this, that, and the third. But still, there was so much appreciation for the fact that I was still there. Anyways, it's a long ramble. I still haven't finished my eating and my laundry is done. So I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to spend time with me. I hope you enjoyed this little out and about town vlog. I don't really do them often or at all because I do find it a little awkward to walk around with my camera like that and speaking to my camera like that. I don't know how people do it. In any case, I hope you enjoyed it. If not, then that's fine. Thank you for still making it all the way here. This is where our roads part. Thank you so much for taking the time to spend time with me. And if it isn't, I'll see you in the next one. Mata ne!